Hey, Hope Community Church, family and friends. We are going to try something a little new this morning. This is Pastor Jay. I'm the executive pastor at Hope Community Church. And we are going to use a little bit of technology available to us to put together a short worship experience that you can watch in your leisure and from the comfort and warmth of your own home, where you're safe and hopefully with family. And we are, by now, we're not having services this Sunday. We are just excited to be able to bring you this. We'll have a little bit of worship and a short, challenging message from Pastor Greg. So sit back, gather the family, and give this a little listen. All right. I do have a couple of quick announcements before we continue in worship to bring to your attention, and both of them are events for next weekend, January 30th and 31st. The first of which is the Hopewood Derby on January 30th from 10 to noon. It's an exciting event for the entire family. If you have a Derby car kit that needs to be cut out and sanded, we do need you to show up this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m., and Bruce and Jenny Morris will help you do everything you need to do to prepare your car for the races. But if you do not have a car, that's okay. We want you to come as well and experience the excitement of the Derby races and cheer our racers on. You can also participate in our Sweet Tooth auction and barbecue fundraiser that will provide income and funds for our return trip to Mazatepe, Nicaragua, where we have a sister church that is in need of some additional repair and construction, and we want to be able to return there and help them out. This will be our third trip, and we're excited about it. The second event is the Fifth Sunday celebration, January 31st at 6 p.m. We are excited to be able to bring to you a screening of the movie War Room, that blockbuster hit that's likely still out in some movie theaters. It's doing so well. It is a challenging story about the power of prayer in your life, and it's a great thing to bring family and friends to, non-threatening atmosphere, but boy, does it impact the heart and the life once you've seen it. We just ask that you bring a snack to share. Whatever you want to bring is totally fine with us, just enough to kind of go around. And we'll also provide some childcare for the younger ones, maybe a family-friendly movie for them as well, to get the love of God in their heart. And we're excited and hope that you will join us on January 31st. As you know, whenever we gather together, we want to give you an opportunity to respond in a tangible way to the goodness of God. The ministries of Hope Community Church are completely dependent upon the generosity of our people, and we are so grateful for it. We thank you for that. We would be remiss if we didn't offer you this opportunity as well to give back in a tangible way, to worship in this way. And so there you see a couple of different ways that you can give to the church. And for the building of God's kingdom and His work through Hope Community Church, and we'll hope you'll take advantage of that. We'll also be putting a link in the video description, and you can click on that to give as well. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to continue in worship now, and we hope you enjoy. Thanks again for joining us. God bless.
The sun comes up, it's It's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing it like never before. Oh my soul, I will worship your holy name. You're rich in love and you're slow to anger. Your name is great and your heart is kind. For all your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship your holy name. And on that day when my strength is failing, the end draws near and my time has come, still my soul will sing your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship your holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship your holy name. Lord, I will worship your holy name. I will worship your holy
Hey, Hope Community family, hope you are surviving. By now, the mega storm of 2016 has already passed us by, and hopefully you're still warm, safe, and dry. You know, when I think about this mega storm, they said over 70 million people were going to be affected by this storm, 30 million people under a blizzard, or a blizzard watch, or a blizzard warning. Can you imagine that? Almost a third of the population of the United States impacted by one storm. You know, over the past few weeks, we have been focusing on John chapter 1, specifically the story of where Philip comes to Nathanael, telling Philip that they have found the Messiah, the one that Moses and the prophets talked about. Oh, wait a minute, just a minute. For some of you, my hat might be distracting you from the message of God's word, so I will take it off right now. We'll just put it away. Have no idea what the outcome of that game is. Just like today, we are videotaping this during a beautiful afternoon, Thursday afternoon. Who knows what Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to look like. But this is what I know. In the story of Nathanael and Philip, Philip is so excited that he has found the Messiah. He comes to Nathanael and he says, hey, we have found the Messiah, the one Moses and the prophets have talked about. And Nathanael says, well, where does he come from? And Philip says, he comes from Nazareth. And here comes this incredible question. Nathanael asks, can anything good come out of Nazareth? You know, I've been thinking about that and this storm that we have weathered this weekend. And kind of the question is, can anything good come out of this mega storm? I mean, it's going to wreak a lot of havoc into a lot of people's lives. The grocery stores are happy. They've sold a lot of food. In fact, I saw a report by a Christian psychologist that said the psychology behind the people going to the grocery store, it's all about control. They feel so out of control with the weather that the one thing they can control is, I can have more food in the house. I really don't need the bread or the beans or the milk, but it gives me something to control. I can control my food source. I think about that, this idea of control, this idea, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Can anything good come out of this storm? And I realize there is an element of control in these two ideas. Just like a megastorm wreaks havoc in our lives, so it is that our lives in general can have a blizzard effect on ourselves and each other and those around us. Some of you right now are living in a blizzard of a life, or you are facing a mega storm. I'm wondering if we could have a response like that of Nathanael. When Philip told him, we found the Messiah, and Nathanael was, where does he come from? And he says, I think it's Nazareth. Nathanael's, can anything good come out of Nazareth? I love Philip's response. Come and see. It's a phrase filled with hope in the middle of a mega disaster. Things were not going well in Israel at the time that Jesus came on the scene. The Roman Empire was dominating that entire area of the world, bringing it under the boot of their terrible, terrible authoritarian ways. That's the life that Jesus came into, the megastorm that was going on in people's lives. Philip saw hope in the middle of it. Come and see. There is hope. There is something we can do in this megastorm of life. When I think about this storm and the lives that have been impacted by it, and I ask myself the question, can anything good come out of Nazareth? The question then becomes, can anything good come out of Hope Community in the middle of this megastorm? Can anything good come out of me? As I started thinking about that, I thought about a passage in our manual in the Church of the Nazarene that I want to read to you. And it really has to do with this idea of Jesus of Nazareth. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? And Philip's powerful response, full of hope, come and see. Here's what our manual has to say, I believe, addressing the megastorm of 2016 and us as the members and the people of Hope Community. Our manual says this: holiness, that great calling that we have to live lives that are pleasing to God, that put a smile on Jesus' face. That's what holiness is all about, living a life that's pleasing to Him. Well, listen to what our manual has to say about this holy life. It says, holiness, far from distancing believers from the desperate economic needs of the people in this world, motivates us to place our means in the service of alleviating such need and to adjust our wants in accordance with their needs. You see, there's a megastorm all around us. and we are representatives of Jesus of Nazareth. The question is still the same today. Can anything good come out of hope? Can anything good come out of us? Well, I believe that Jesus is giving us a challenge in the middle of this megastorm 2016. And I'm calling it the Hope Community Mega Challenge. The challenge I believe Jesus is giving you and I is to take a look today around you and see if there's a way that you can set aside your wants and serve the needs of those around you. Is there someone that needs their sidewalk cleared, their car scraped? Do they need some groceries? Do they just need some company? Do they need someone to run an errand for them and go get a drug that they desperately need from the drugstore? Do they just need a companion, someone that will call them and check on them and say, "Are you okay? Do you need anything?" I pray that we would respond like Philip. Come and see. For we are the Church of Hope, and we represent the Christ of hope in the megastorms of life. And today Jesus is giving us a fresh challenge. Would you rise to the Hope Community Challenge of the Megastorm 2016, our Hope Community Mega Challenge? Here's what we're challenging you to do. Find someone to help, to encourage, to support, to comfort out of this storm. And post your stories on our website. We want to hear from you. Let us know how you have helped someone during this mega storm. Let us know how you have set aside your wants and put the needs of others in front of you and in front of them. And you and I together, we can be that good thing that came out of Nazareth. We can be that good thing that comes out of hope. We can be the answer that Philip gave to Nathanael when he asked the question, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Can anything good come out of Hope Community? And may we answer together, come and see.